Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Sagittarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Sagittarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And look at that beautiful 10 of Pentacles. You're somebody that really has a high definition picture of the life that they want. This is that long-term goal that you've been after. This is the legacy. This is the good life. This is the retirement. This is the future. This is, the stability. This is the monument that you've been working on your whole life. And I wonder if this card's showing up because it's getting pretty close, okay? This is that long-term money, property. This is the generational wealth. You may be thinking right now about the long term, about retirement, about inheritance, generational patterns even, okay? So I feel like this is really us considering that. What is the family that you came from? What is the history that you inherited, right? What are your beliefs about money, for instance? Scarcity, abundance, conflict. What did you inherit? This could be a feeling of gratitude around the life that we're building, but it could also be feeling the pressure, around your kind of responsibility toward this future that we're building, right? What kind of ancestor are you becoming to the future? Yeah. Well, let's put this into some context. Let's see what is going on here. Oh, look at that 9, 10 and a 9. So you're walking the right road here, okay? You're walking the road of success. I think you're very, very close to realizing this bigger picture dream, okay? This is gain. This is independence, financial or otherwise. 5 of Wands, 4 of Cups. The path, the path of financial wealth, or the path to your best life, or the path to the future, the path to your legacy, the path to wealth. Physical, financial, mental, emotional, spiritual, creative, wealth. Kind of a boring path, isn't it? It's not some, spectacular Hollywood movie. It's kind of boring. It's routine. It's daily grind. Princess of Pentacles, Magician. Yeah, the magician is a humble magician. It isn't, it doesn't have to be flashy and all showy-offy. It's just kind of boring. And I like that. I think that's absolutely a perfect message here. The Death card. Slow and steady change over the course of time. It's rather boring. Nothing really happens. It's not a lot of big, explosive Hollywood special effects. It's just boring. Hanged Man. A lot of sacrifice, a lot of surrender. But inspiration and guidance. Look at this. Look at all that major arcade. 4 for 4. Yeah, kind of did a hat trick over here. I think a hat trick's 3, isn't it? I don't know. I don't really watch hockey. Not much into sports, though, really. Let's select the mystery card. You have some really amazing things here. I was thinking that maybe this will be a short reading. Now I'm not so sure. Anyway, let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor, infinite and unknown. And we're going to set this down right over here with our little octopus friend, the 8 of Tentacles, right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation we need at the end of the reading. If at any moment during this message you feel like you might know what that card is, put your prediction in the comments below the video. Now let's look around the room. We see a lot of good stuff here. We see major, fire, water, and some good earth cards. No swords, because you've already figured out the plan. You don't have any doubts about things. There's no anguish in your mind. There's no confusion. It's just follow the star. Follow the intuition. Follow the plan. Follow the destiny. Surrendering to that divine light. Surrendering to the path that you're on. Even when it feels boring. Even when it feels like nothing's really happening. I'm going to keep doing it. Because that's the path. It's one day at a time. How do you eat the elephant? One bite at a time. It's slow and steady. And I think that it's consistent. I think that you're coming very close to realizing a very significant goal in your life. So let's talk a little bit more about this wonderful Ten of Pentacles. This is wealth, and this is meaning and responsibility. It's being made visible in material form. You're thinking beyond today. Okay? You have the long-term goal in mind. You're making choices. You're walking the path that your future lineage will thank you for. This is the moving goalpost of the 9. The 9 is the active part of this, the actual walking of the path toward this goal. Every step you take, the goal goes out a little bit. Take a step, goal, step. It's a moving goalpost. Because as long as there's breath in your lungs and fire in your belly, you're going to keep doing it. You're going to keep walking the path. So there's really not a finite number that you want to get to when you just say, okay, then I'm done with life. I'm done with doing any kind of intentional work. And it's not just about finances. This could be creativity, could be health. It's not like when I get down to my goal weight, or when my muscles get to a certain size, I'm just going to stop exercising or moving my body. That's absurd, right? So we're not going to do that. As long as there is still fire in your belly and breath in your lungs and inspiration in your heart, you're just going to keep walking the path. Maybe you'll slow down at some point, but whatever, but you're going to keep going. The Knight of Pentacles is reward. It is independence. It is a self-sufficiency, and it's a comfort. Right? You're tasting the benefits of all of your hard work. It's money, it's comfort, it's autonomy. The 9 is when your money starts working for you rather than you working for your money. And maybe it would be a good time for you to buy something nice or upgrade something in your life, in your environment. Okay? Treat yourself. You've earned it. Yeah. You're kind of like, I feel like you're enjoying your own company here. You're enjoying your space. Because you've earned that. This is kind of, an energy that says, I can take care of myself. This is, what do you call it? This is, excuse my language, this is FU money, in a way, right? This is a moment where you feel like there's nothing you now have to do. This is the point in your life where you don't need to keep working. But you want to, okay? So we don't want to become isolated. We don't want this comfort to, and sort of, we don't want that to enable us, right, to like avoid actually doing the work or doing the emotional work. But this is an energy that is going to reinforce your own capabilities. Be proud of what you're earning. I think that this is a moment on your path where you're going to really get the win. You're really going to get the fruit of your labor. And I wonder if it's going to be a pretty big accomplishment to where you're going to be pretty financially free. Or let's say financially independent. Okay. You are a competent steward of your own life. And this allows for autonomy. You get to choose the goal. You get to choose where you're going from here. You get to live your life. You're walking a very successful path. And it's okay to feel good about that. Again, this is the verb. This is you walking the spiral road. Up Big Rock Candy Mountain. Yeah, to the good life. And the mountain can be as high as you want it to be. You get to define the goals, and you get to decide that when you get to that goal, if you want to keep climbing or just say, it's good here. But I feel like you're going to continue walking the path because there's fire in you. There's this fight in you. There's a tension inside of you here. This is where you're showing up, and you want to push against something. This is kind of like your sovereign drive, or what's also called the aggressive drive. I want to use my muscles. I like the way it feels to lift the weight. I don't have to go as hard as I did when I was younger, because now you're maybe feeling like we're getting close to like just trying to be in maintenance mode. Okay? This is pride. This is wanting a battle. There's fire in your belly. Yeah. This is you liking to find the right kind of challenge for you. Because there's something that feels good about finding a challenge, pushing forward, and getting to a goal. Or getting closer to that goal and then moving the goalpost. Remember, this is the moving goalpost. This is friction. Okay? This is you getting to choose, right? Choose where you put your energy. It's the five-fingered hand. I like to reach out and grab something, do something, get involved with something. Pick up a hobby, pick up a tool, pick up a cause, pick up a challenge, pick up an extra shift or something, I don't know. Pick up something that you feel is worth your time, effort, energy. You're not going to waste your energy. Okay? You're choosing authentically. And it doesn't have to be exciting. You're not being ruled by your emotions. Four of Cups back here. This is comfort and luxury for sure, okay? But this is also that kind of feeling of, honestly, this is the feeling of meh. This is the feeling of like blah, right? Where things feel maybe emotionally flat. You're on the spiral road, and it's like we're not really feeling the ups and downs. It's not tremendously exciting, and then it's like crazy scary. It's not a roller coaster anymore. Okay? It's not terrible, but it's not thrilling either. It's just comfortable. It's routine. Maybe it even feels like something might be missing here. And maybe that's why you got a 5. Anytime we get a 4, start looking for the 5. This is things have gotten a little boring, a little flat. And the road to riches is boring, yeah. It's up to you to find ways to make it exciting. But don't just be driven impulsively to do something risky and exciting just because. But I think you've got a fire in your belly where it's just like things have gotten pretty stable, pretty flat. You're looking for a new challenge. You're looking for some way to, it's like this is the point where you've got to up the weight a little bit to make your weight heavier. It's like, this one's too easy now. Life's too easy. I want to make it challenging. You need more resistance. you know. And so I feel like you're looking for a way to, you're looking for something else to invest in, so to speak. Yeah. So with the 4, this is that routine. Yeah. And this, I think you're someone that, like, you turn things down if they don't feel right. You know, turning down offers or invitations, because it's just kind of like some particular feelings are like oversaturated now. And so we're kind of looking for novelty, maybe. Yeah. So I feel like you've kind of been like, you've been saying no to things. You've been just kind of like, nah, not interested in that. I just don't vibe with that right now. Okay. This is sometimes that feeling of contentment. But it may not be contentment. It may just be like, we know something needs to change. We're kind of avoiding it. Just, I don't know what to do yet. I know something needs to change, but I don't know what to do yet. Like we're feeling just like okay back here. And so it really is now, with the 5, something is expanding. Of course, the 4 and a 5 gives us a 9, right? We've gotten too comfortable. It's like we're not making progress. Not really like happy. Things are okay. I don't know if I'm really content or if I'm just being complacent. But you add that 5 and a 9, or a 4 and a 5, we get a 9, we get progress. Okay, making progress here. So we're looking for a new experience, looking for a new challenge. Yeah, I think we're looking for some different kind of food, or a different show to watch, or like a new habit to start. It's just kind of like we're almost starting to feel a little bored. Yeah. We have tremendous gratitude. Again, we're good. There are no holes in the boat. Boat's not sinking. No party on the boat either. And sometimes this is how life is. It's just boring, routine, day in and day out, doing the same thing. That's what's going to fill the bucket. But sometimes we need a little bit of deeper engagement. When routine turns into stagnation, it's like we need a little bit of stimulation. We start to search for that deeper engagement. So we enjoy the comfort, but let's not sleep on the invitation to wake up, you know, to wake the heart up again, to wake our soul up again. And then we're looking for a new project. The Princess of Pentacles is that new project. You're somebody that likes to like upcycle things, right? Like I almost feel like you take an old, I don't know, like an old chair and you like reupholster it or something, right? Like you want that kind of project, like hands-on. I don't know if you like carve things out of wood or something like this, but I feel like you kind of take raw materials or old materials and maybe you make them into something new. Like you'll take an old toaster and you'll make like a television out of it or something. I don't know. Maybe not that. But the Princess of Pentacles is like, you know, a new project, a beginning of something, a new habit, a new lifestyle, a new challenge for yourself. Say, well, you know what? Maybe I'll learn a new sport. I'll learn a new skill. I'll do scuba diving. Maybe I'll pick up an instrument. I feel like you're somebody drawn to nature, though, to health, to study, or to practical, like hands-on sort of learning or assembly, or some kind of practical, physical, outdoor skill, bushcraft, something like this. Yeah. But this is something that you might look at and think it's pregnant with potential. So you kind of want to then put your effort into it. Yeah. This is that novelty. Yeah. And this is gonna require your effort. We've got to have the fire and earth, right? We have fire and earth here. You've got fire in your belly, and I think you've got something on your mind that you want to begin. It's time to do it. It's time to go forth with that magician energy and start doing this new project. This is what you need. This is what your soul is calling you toward. You got to be that magician. The magician is the one that's saying, I have everything I need to start. There's nothing holding me back from just beginning the new thing. Okay? We have the tools. We have the technology. We have the technical skills. We just need to decide to do it. Yeah. And I think we just need to feel that spark under our feet to get out of that comfort zone of that Four of Cups. And just start doing it. Start waving the magic wand around. Okay? This is very powerful energy, very capable. And this is you now. The way forward is for you to just start using your talents and skills and your gifts. Okay? Don't talk yourself out of your own magic. That's why there's no swords cards here. Okay? Something is trying to flow through you. This is you taking the agency for your life. You're intentionally creating. You're causing change. You're going to turn this new potential thing, this raw material, the uncarved block, you're going to turn it into a masterpiece. You're going to take that old car and you're going to make it beautiful. Don't doubt your skills. Okay? So the magician is going forward with that activity, making something real, taking your impulse, your idea, taking your energy and using it constructively. Yeah. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. These readings are totally free. Let's talk about this death card here as your general energy. This is slow, steady change over the course of time. And I feel that you're someone who knows kind of the gradual evolution of life. I think you go through a lot of chapters in your life, and I feel like there's a new chapter beginning here for you. I feel like you've gone through a lot of periods of like shedding a skin. So maybe in your life you've had a lot of jobs, a lot of careers, and some people think that that's a bad thing, don't they? That you've had so many different careers over your life. It's like, what are you even doing? You know. I think that is awesome because I feel like you've been so many different people in your life. And the magician, of course, let's not forget, is the persona. The magician represents all those different roles that you can play in life, all the different hats that you can wear. And the death card is you perhaps going through another stage of that. Another role, is over and a new one's beginning. And, I think that you're stepping into a new identity now. And it's just for the mere fact that the old one isn't so much fun anymore. Or the old role that you're in, or just some aspect of life is just starting to feel a little too flat. Okay? So you have this ability to let go of things because you know that you're not your persona. Your persona is an extension of you. It is something that you've crafted, consciously or unconsciously. But it's not who you are. You can let go of that quickly. And you can be something else. Now, I wonder if you are learning or developing a new skill, or it's like you're becoming somebody different. Do you know what I mean? You're able to forge or grow or develop a new identity. Like some of us, change outfits. And so I feel that, you're stepping into a new version of yourself here. And you're crafting kind of your next role. What's the next hat that you're going to put on? And it's like, well, this is who I am, for this season or whatever. This is who I am today, whatever it might be. And I think that's really, really cool, if I'm honest with you. And so I feel like there is this inner shift, and it's being reflected as this outer cultivation. And I think ultimately, if even though it may seem to other people like you can't pick a career, or like you don't know who you are, like you could one day you're a farmer, one day you're I don't know, like a tech inventor, whatever person. One day you're a painter, right? One day you're a musician. It's like, come on, like pick a role already, pick an identity. I feel like this kind of evolution is really drawing out your authentic form. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a constant flowing, because again, the persona is an extension of you. It's growing out of you, is in a weird way. It's growing from your authentic self. So the more versions of this that you discover and express, I feel like the more whole you become. He's creating space for you're allowing more of your authentic self to come out. Because that's how we express our authentic self, through the roles that we play in life, through our personas. So anyway, we're getting a little too abstract. The path that you're on now, I think you're a very, very wise business person. I think back to the financial stuff, you've been steadily building up something for a long time. And I think it really is paying off for you. And I think it's extraordinary. And I think you're going to keep doing it. I think that it's been a long journey, and you deserve the fruits of your labor, and you deserve really to pick your next persona now, because you've earned that right, because you've accomplished something very, very profitable, very lucrative. Okay, we have the Hanged Man here in the environment. A lot of sacrifice, a lot of surrender. Okay, and I feel like this is this is you're getting the reward for all that sacrifice, first of all. And it seems as if we're ready to emerge from this period of what we could say is stagnation. But this may just be a period of rest. Okay, rest and then activity. And the Hanged Man is in a very restful position. Yeah. It's possible that some of you were dealing with an injury or an illness, and now you're sort of ready to get back to your craft. This is also the ego surrendering. The ego surrendering itself. So it's kind of like the past identity is saying, okay, it's okay for me to go away now, because a new identity is emerging. So we're surrendering really to ourselves, or we're surrendering to the high priestess, to the intuition, to the spiritual divine guidance in your life. Okay, I feel like you are looking for the next challenge, the next fight, the next, novelty, the next quest. I feel like you also have this sort of acceptance of life. You're not trying to fight against the inevitable. You take things as they come, and you don't feel as if you have to control everything. That whatever comes your way is an opportunity. Anything that happens in life is happening for you and through you, but not to you. The Hanged Man is not a victim. The Hanged Man, in a way, understands the secret of life. Yeah. And I do think that you're very willing to sacrifice and to put in the work. Kind of like Odin on the tree, you know. Willing to suffer for the sake of what they're building, what they're hoping to gain. Yeah. There's a karmic reward here, I feel. Suffering and that karmic reward for your suffering. I think that's very special. You got a star card here as well. This is healing, first of all, and hope, but it's also guidance. Okay. I think that you are spiritually held. I think that you have a strong sense of who you are and why you're here. You know your true self. And it's expressed in so many different forms. It's very beautiful. I think that you have a creativity and an inspiration that's flowing through you. You have a vulnerability about you. There's an honesty about you. And there's an authenticity that really speaks to who you are. And I feel like you don't know your future, but you trust in your future. I think that you are divinely guided. I think that spirit, I think you have a strong connection with spirit. I think that you have so many like synchronicities in your life that it's not even all that special anymore. It's just common. It's normal for you to feel that. Yeah. It's normal for you to feel that. And you may be a medium or even a channel. Okay? I think there's a very strong psychic energy in you. And I think spirit, you're aware that spirit like is supporting you and like showing up for you. Yeah. You don't know your future, but you trust in it. And you believe, you have faith and hope and trust in whatever the next chapter is going to bring for you. And so I think you really are achieving great things. And I can't help but look at this earth energy as being very financial. Okay? I think you have a lot of financial goals. And this may be fire and earth. This may be you starting another business, starting another company, starting another side project, okay? Another income stream that's going to add to this wealth and profit that you're already building. And this is something that for you, it's beyond ego. You're not doing this just for you and for your indulgence. You're doing it for the future. You're doing it for the world. You have a creative drive. Yeah. And the divine, the high priestess, yeah, that really is the guidance coming from spirit. And it's your inner voice. And I do think that you tend to be pretty private. Yeah, the magician can be a little bit of a performer. And the high priestess is a little bit of a private kind of person, quiet, not interested in showing off or explaining yourself to everybody. Yeah. Not revealing everything in the moment. And I think that you enjoy the mystery of life. You enjoy not knowing what every day is going to bring you, but trusting and having faith that Spirit's bringing you exactly what you need, even if maybe at first we don't like it or we don't see the purpose of it, but believing in that. He's kind of like you don't want everything to be revealed at once. You want to have something left to look forward to tomorrow, you know? And I think that keeps you going because every day feels like it's a new revelation. Every day feels like it's a new awakening, a new dawn, yeah, a new adventure. And I think you really do have that thread of synchronicities or visions or premonitions or dreams or something like this that kind of show you every day is like a new Every day is a new sort of mystery to unravel. That's awesome. And you have a lot of major arcana cards here. So I feel like Spirit's just kind of guiding your life, and you're just saying, yeah, I'm there. I'm showing up for that. Let's look at the mystery card. Empress. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. Let's see. Yeah, the Four. Okay, Four of Swords, Four of Cups. Resting your heart and mind. You've earned your repose, Sagittarius. So make sure that you give yourself some kindness, some rest, some relaxation, a little R&R. Okay? And that you also, and maybe as we sort of move forward, we realize that I can't put the pedal to the metal like I used to. I may be slowing down a little bit, but you're going to keep going no matter what. Okay? But just treat yourself kindly. Make sure that you rest. Get enough water. Do your meditation, your breathing exercise. Get enough sleep. Get enough good nutrition. And I feel like these two cards are really promising you a season of ease. Low stress, low drama. Doing the things that you want to do. Working hard, building up a sweat, yeah. But in a way that doesn't feel stressful, doesn't feel high pressure, because I think that you have some kind of earned independence here, where you do not need to do anything. And so the stress and the pressure is not there. You're doing this now because you want to. Because it's fun to have that challenge, to have a mystery to solve or a puzzle to figure out. Yeah. This is kind of, I don't know, I feel like you do something with wood. I feel like you're a woodworker or a carpenter or something like that. Anyway, I feel like this is you doing projects now because they're fun for you. And now you're going to sell and make some money. But you're not doing it because you have to. Does that make sense? You're doing it because you're motivated. You want to do something. Yeah, I like it. We're going to do an extended reading now. If you want to stick around, there's a link in the corner. There's a link down below. Subscribe to the channel, Sagittarius, if you haven't yet. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we are all in this together.